Where is Roger? Lizzie told me Roger was here and Jamie beat him.
I thought Roger went back.
Yeah, I thought so too. But he didn't, did he? What did you do to him?
Outlander fans, the wait is almost over. The final chapter of Jamie and Claire's epic journey is upon us. After a decade of love war and time-defying adventure, Outlander Season 8 is ready to deliver its most breathtaking, emotional, and unforgettable story yet. But here's the twist. This ending won't follow Diana Gabaldon's books. That's right, the show is carving its own legendary farewell, leaving fans with a conclusion no one will see coming. With the Revolutionary War raging and danger closing in from all sides, Jamie and Claire will face their greatest battle yet. Will their love survive one last time? After 10 years of captivating storytelling, Outlander is preparing for its grand finale, and emotions are running high. Season 8 is set to pick up right where Season 7 left off, throwing us straight into the chaos of the Revolutionary War. The stakes? Higher than ever. As the world around them crumbles, Jamie and Claire Fraser must navigate a battlefield, not just of war, but of fate itself. Their love has survived time, betrayal, and death itself, but can it withstand the ultimate test? Fans have been on an emotional roller coaster since the very beginning, watching Jamie and Claire fight for their love through centuries' battles and unspeakable challenges. But this time, the battle is different. This time, history is against them, and the consequences of every decision will be more brutal than ever. The Revolutionary War has been a looming shadow in the background for seasons, but now it will take center stage, bringing heartbreak, sacrifice, and a test of loyalty like never before. And here's what makes this final season even more thrilling. It won't follow the book's ending. That means even the most dedicated book readers will be on the edge of their seats guessing what's next. Will Jamie and Claire get their happy ending? Or will history rewrite their fate in ways we can't yet imagine? Sam Hugan himself has hinted that Season 8 will be intense, emotional, and completely unpredictable. In his words, "It's going to be a wild ride. And knowing Outlander, that means nothing is off the table. Lives will be lost, secrets will unravel, and the show's biggest twists are still to come." With new characters stepping into the mix, the final season isn't just a conclusion, it's a transformation. Kieran Bew joins the cast as Captain Charles Cunningham, a retired British soldier whose past could shake everything up. And then there's Amaranthus Grey, played by Carla Woodcock, a name that will send shivers down the spines of book readers. Her connection to the Grey family is bound to bring shocking revelations. The Revolutionary War isn't just a backdrop in Outlander Season 8. It's the force that will decide the fate of everyone we love. The battle lines have been drawn, and Jamie and Claire are caught in the storm of history, where loyalty is questioned, alliances are shattered, and survival is never guaranteed. This is the war they've been dreading, but there's no turning back now. The Fraser family stands on the front lines of history, and the cost of freedom will be paid in blood. For years, Jamie has fought against the British, but now war is personal. He's no longer just a warrior. He's a leader, a husband, a father, and the weight of protecting his loved ones grows heavier with every passing day. His greatest challenge isn't just facing an army, it's ensuring his family's survival in a world torn apart by revolution. But what happens when the war comes knocking at their door? How much is he willing to risk? And then there's Claire, strong, fearless, and more determined than ever. She's survived witch trials, kidnappings, and betrayals, but this war is unlike anything she's faced before. As a healer, she's always fought to save lives. But in a war where every side believes they're fighting for what's right, how does she decide who to save? How does she cope with the horrors of war when death is everywhere? But war doesn't just threaten Jamie and Claire, it puts Brianna and Roger in the crossfire as well. With their children to protect and their future uncertain, they face an impossible choice. Stay in the past and risk everything, or return to the future and leave their family behind forever? Time travel has always been a gift and a curse in Outlander, but in Season 8, it might be the only way to survive. And let's not forget William Ransom Jamie's secret son. He's fighting for the British, unaware of the truth that could change his entire life. But war has a way of revealing secrets, and when he learns who he truly is, will it change his loyalty? Will he stand with Jamie or against him? Season 8 isn't just about war, it's about decisions. Every character will be forced to make impossible choices, knowing that whatever they decide, there's no going back. Loyalties will be tested, trust will be broken, and when the dust settles, nothing will ever be the same. Outlander has never been afraid of heartbreak, and if history has taught us anything, it's that war always comes with a cost. The question is, who will make it out alive? Outlander has always been about more than just time travel and war. It's a love story at its core. Jamie and Claire have defied centuries' death and destiny itself to be together. But Season 8 will push their love to its absolute limit. This isn't just another chapter in their story, it's the final test, the moment that will define their legacy forever. From the moment Claire first fell through the stones at Craig, Dunfate has played a cruel game with their hearts. They've been ripped apart by time war and betrayal, only to find each other again. But with the Revolutionary War threatening to consume everything, can their love survive one last time? This season won't just be about the war outside, it's about the battles within. Jamie has always been Claire's rock, her protector, but even he has limits. How far will he go to keep his family safe? How much more can he endure before the weight of his past and the horrors of war break him? And if the unthinkable happens, if Claire is forced to watch Jamie fall, can she go on without him? And then there's Claire, strong, brilliant, and unshakable in the face of danger. She's survived everything, from witch trials to kidnappings, but this war is different. The battlefield isn't just filled with soldiers, it's filled with people she's trying to save. She's been a healer all her life, but what happens when she can't save the ones she loves most? When the people she's fought for are dying around her, will she still believe in hope? But Jamie and Claire aren't the only ones fighting for their future. Brianna and Roger have spent their lives torn between two worlds, the past and the future. In Season 8, that struggle will come to a head. The war is closing in, and their children's safety is at stake. Do they risk everything to stay in the past, or do they return to the future and leave their family behind forever? It's an impossible choice, and one that could tear them apart. And what about young Ian? He's always been a warrior at heart, but this war will force him to make choices that could define him forever. His loyalties are divided between his Scottish roots, his Native American family, and the Frasers. He's lost love before suffered heartbreak and fought for survival, but this time the stakes are different. If the war takes away the people he loves, will he ever be the same? And then there's William Ransom. He doesn't yet know the truth that he is Jamie Fraser's son. But war has a way of uncovering secrets, and when William learns who he really is, how will it change him? Will he still stand with the British fighting against the very people who share his blood? Or will he question everything he's ever believed in? His journey will be one of discovery and devastation, and the moment he comes face to face with the truth will be one of the most powerful moments in the final season. But Outlander fans know love in this world doesn't come without pain. There will be loss, there will be sacrifice, and there will be heartbreak. Not everyone will make it out alive. Not every love story will get a happy ending. The war is coming, the battle for the future is near. And as the final season unfolds, one thing is certain. Outlander will leave us breathless, broken, and forever changed. Outlander has always thrived on shocking twists, deep betrayals, and secrets that shake the very foundation of its story. But in Season 8, every hidden truth, every unspoken word, and every lingering mystery will finally come to light. This is the final chapter, and the showrunners have promised that nothing will be held back. The past will collide with the present, and the consequences will be devastating. One of the biggest mysteries still looming over Outlander is William Ransom's true parentage. He was raised to believe he is the son of Lord John Grey, but the truth, he is Jamie Fraser's blood. As a soldier in the British Army, William is now fighting on the opposite side of the war, unknowingly standing against his own father. But what happens when the truth is revealed? Will he turn his back on everything he's known, or will he reject Jamie entirely? And more importantly, who will tell him? Lord John Grey has been one of Jamie's closest allies, but this war will test their friendship like never before. John is loyal to the crown, and for the first time, he and Jamie find themselves as enemies on the battlefield. But how far will Lord John go to protect William from the truth? And if William does find out, how will it change his relationship with the man who raised him? But William's secret isn't the only one waiting to be exposed. What about Jemmy's true lineage? Brianna and Roger have long believed that Jemmy is Roger's son, but time travel complicates everything. Will the truth of his bloodline play a role in the final season? And if the war makes it impossible to stay, will Brianna and Roger finally make the heartbreaking decision to leave the past behind for good? And speaking of secrets, let's talk about Amaranthus Grey. This new character is shrouded in mystery, and book readers know her presence could lead to some of the most unexpected twists in Outlander history. But how will she fit into the final season? And what connections does she have that could throw the entire story into chaos? Then there's young Ian. He's always been a fan favorite, brave, loyal, and deeply torn between his Scottish and Native American heritage. But as the war rages on, Ian's role in the fight will grow more dangerous. He's suffered so much loss already, and if he's forced to choose between the Frasers and his Mohawk family, will he be able to live with the consequences? And we can't forget about the time travel element. The stones have always been a central part of Outlander, offering both salvation and heartbreak. But with the war growing more dangerous, will we see another major shift in time? Will anyone else discover the ability to travel? And more importantly, will the stones become the key to survival? Time is running out. Secrets are about to be revealed. And in Outlander Season 8, nothing will ever be the same again. Betrayals will cut deep, twists will leave us speechless. And by the end of this final journey, the world of Outlander will never look the same. War changes everything. It forces people to make impossible choices, to fight for what they believe in, and to sacrifice what they hold most dear. Outlander Season 8 isn't just about the battles fought with muskets and swords. It's about the personal wars waged in the hearts and minds of every character we've come to love. And in the end, some will rise, some will fall, and others will have to live with the devastating cost of their choices. Jamie Fraser has always been a warrior. From the Jacobite Rising to his time as a fugitive and a leader, he has fought for his people, his country, and most of all, for Claire. But this war is different. This is a fight he cannot escape. The Revolutionary War is not just a rebellion, it's the birth of a nation, and he is caught right in the middle of it. How far is he willing to go to secure a future for his family? Will he compromise his morals? Will he strike down men he once considered brothers? Jamie has survived countless battles, but what if this is the one that finally takes its toll? His body bears the scars of a lifetime of war, but his heart has suffered even greater wounds. Can he keep fighting, or will he finally reach a breaking point? And if he does, will Claire be the one who saves him, or the one who watches him slip away? Because Claire, too, is reaching the limits of what she can endure. She has always been the rock, the healer, the one who puts others before herself. But war is cruel. War forces choices upon people that they never thought they would have to make. What happens when she is forced to let go? What happens when she can't save the people she loves? The battlefield isn't the only place where sacrifices will be made. Brianna and Roger's family is on the verge of being torn apart. They've tried to create a life in the past, but with war closing in, their children are in danger. Jem and Mandy are innocent in all of this, but will they pay the price for the choices their parents have made? Roger has always struggled with his place in the past. A historian by nature, he never intended to be a man of violence. But war does not allow neutrality. Will Roger be forced to fight? And if he does, what will it do to him? We have seen him endure hangings, brutality, and unimaginable pain. But will he be able to handle the guilt of taking a life? And then there's young Ian. War has shaped him into a warrior, but it has also made him question who he is. His heart still carries the pain of lost love, and now as the war threatens to rip everything away from him, he must decide where he truly belongs. Will Ian stay with the Frasers, or will he return to the Mohawk people? And what will it cost him if he chooses one world over the other? But it's not just the Fraser family facing impossible choices. Lord John Grey is being pulled in two directions: loyalty to the crown or loyalty to Jamie Fraser. He has always been a man of honor, but honor does not always align with what is right. If he is forced to betray one side, who will he choose? And will his decision cost him his son William? Because William, too, is facing a fate he never could have imagined. Raised to be an English gentleman, taught to believe in duty and loyalty to the British Army, he is about to learn a truth that will shatter everything he has ever known. He is Jamie Fraser's son. And when the moment of revelation comes, will he embrace his true heritage, or will he see it as a betrayal? Will he fight alongside Jamie, or will he raise his sword against him? Outlander has never been a show about easy choices. It has never been a story of simple victories. Season 8 will be no different. The road ahead is paved with sacrifice, and by the end of it, no one will emerge unchanged. Love will be tested, lives will be lost, and the Fraser legacy will be written in blood fire and the echoes of war. Every great story must come to an end, but Outlander's final season is more than just an ending. It's a farewell to a decade-long journey that has captured the hearts of millions. For 10 years, Jamie and Claire Fraser have taken us through time across continents and into the depths of love, loss, and survival. And now, as the final season approaches, we stand on the edge of a goodbye we are not ready to say. But Outlander has never been about goodbyes. It's about the enduring power of love and memory. The love between Jamie and Claire has defied time itself, proving that some bonds are unbreakable, no matter the years, the wars, or the impossible obstacles in their path. Will their love stand the test of this final battle, or will fate have one last cruel twist in store? The Revolutionary War will change everything. Families will be torn apart, friendships will be tested, loyalties will be shattered, and as the dust settles, some characters will find themselves standing in a world that no longer resembles the one they fought for. The final season promises to deliver the most emotional, breathtaking, and heart-wrenching moments we've ever seen. But it's not just about Jamie and Claire. It's about Brianna and Roger's final choice. Will they stay in the past, or will they take their children through the stones for good? Will we see them in the 20th century looking back on the past as nothing more than a memory? Or will they fight for a future alongside the Frasers no matter the cost? It's about William Ransom discovering the truth. He has lived his life believing he was one man only to learn he is another. What will he do with that knowledge? Will he embrace his true father, or will it break him? It's about young Ian's journey. Where does he belong? With his Mohawk family, or with the Frasers? Will he find peace, or will war steal from him once again? And it's about the ghosts of the past finally catching up to the present. We've seen glimpses of the future, mysterious newspaper clippings, prophetic dreams, and whispers of what's to come, but now, in Season 8, the final answers will be revealed. Outlander has never been predictable. Just when we think we know what's coming, the show delivers twists that leave us breathless. The final season will be no exception. The showrunners have promised a conclusion that will be both shocking and satisfying, giving fans an ending that is unique, unforgettable, and completely unexpected. If you're excited for Outlander Season 8 and can't wait to see how this epic journey ends, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest news, theories, and breakdowns. Your support helps us bring you more amazing content. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The final chapter is almost here. Let's experience it together.